Inequality has become a critical challenge in Nigeria, with the wealth gap widening at an alarming rate of over 40% of the population living below the international poverty line, surviving on less than 2,000 naira per day. As the disparity grows, civil society groups are sounding the alarm, urging swift action to tackle the root causes of inequality and uplift millions from poverty. Dr. Yakubu tells us more.
Inequality spans across every aspect of society, from gender and education to politics and more, driven by social, political, and economic factors. The concentration of wealth at the top leaves much of the population behind, fueling unfair resource distribution that threatens social stability and economic progress. Reports show that 4 in 10 Nigerians live in poverty, and with a rapidly growing population, civil society groups are calling for urgent action to address this deepening crisis.
Today, we have less than 2% of people who controls Nigeria's wealth, and you have over 90% who are not enjoying the natural resources or even the dividends of democracy that we've all embraced. Today, families cannot even afford 3 square meals. Children are being dropped out of school because of 3,000 naira. And yet you hear government say education is free.
It's not healthy for a society, for a segment of the society to live in extreme affluence while others live in extreme poverty. It's not good for the country. It's not even good for the rich and the powerful, because the more people get poorer and excluded, the more such system become dangerous, even for the people who are rich and living in affluence.
If you look at even women participation in political affairs in the country, if you look at the percentage, it's just talking about 6.5 or so of women being in the decision-making positions in the government, which is not actually the best scenario that we want to see.
When people are pushed to the extreme poverty, they may likely going to go and be doing criminality. And many criminals are recruiting people who are already disenchanted, who have no job, who have no means of livelihood, who have no means of support, who are out of school.
They called for a review of the tax system, recommending that the wealthy should face higher taxes to help address inequality.
A tax system that tax you on the basis of your income, so that the rich and powerful are taxed much more higher and the poor are protected. The resources from the rich and powerful is brought to provide services for the poorer people.
Tackling income and wealth inequality in Nigeria demands systemic reforms such as expanding access to education, healthcare, and social services, fostering inclusive economic growth, combating corruption, and strengthening governance. Dr. Yakubu, Trust TV News, Abuja.